Hello, and welcome to my Mom's Minimalist Makeup Masterclass. Try and say that fast. It is a mouthful. However, I am just diving right in to unpacking that Busy Moms Beauty Blueprint, the 5 fast tips for makeup for moms. And because I know that you don't have time and you're here for fast, that's why we're just jumping right in. Now, before I start, if you don't have the beauty blueprint for some reason and you need it, just send me a text. Here's my number. Send me a text with BBB, your name, and your email address, and I will send it right to you so that you can see this blueprint that we are talking about and that we are unpacking in this masterclass today. You're very likely here because A, you have no time, B, you're unsure of how to even apply makeup. C, that minimalist makeup speaks to you and you want to learn a little bit more about it. So I am going to, like I said, unpack and dive right into sharing these 5 fast tips and showing you how I do them in action. The first step of this routine is going to be focusing on the areas of distraction. So if you're looking at my face right now, you can pick it out in a hot minute. It is my tired under eye, dark mom bags. That's the main distraction I see when I look at my face, and we can erase that. Now for you, it might be acne, it might be melasma, it might be redness. It doesn't matter what our distractions are. We just want to focus on that one key area, minimize and erase them so that we don't feel like we need a full cakey face of makeup in order to get just a little bit of coverage. So these are my first 2 products that I am adding to my palette, and they are going to be the secret to erasing these dark under eye mom bags. So I need to, because let me come up closer. I've got a lot of different colors going on under there. This step uses color theory, and I'm not going to get into it because that sounds all really confusing, and it doesn't need to be. That's my job. I'll just pick the colors for you. But this is what they do. So I'm going to start in with my orange color, and then I'm going to come right in here and apply it where I have blue darkness. Okay, can you see where I'm putting it on? I'm just tapping the lightest bit on and kind of blending it in. And it's just going to really brighten up that inner corner of my eye. Now over here, I've got a really bright purple vein. Now I'm going to add in my little eraser here, and I'm going to erase off that orange, and then I'm going to dip into my yellow. And then you can see here, oh, I've got a little too much. I'm going to apply that yellow right here on that vein and just lightly blend it out. Okay, and then I'm going to dip my fluffy end back in that orange, and I'm just going to do a light dusting right under my eye, and then I'm going to show you side by side the magic. So let me set that down and show you really up close the difference between those 2 sides. By just focusing on that key area, I've brightened up and I've woken up these tired mom eyes. I'm guessing most of us could use this, right? You're tired, you're busy. You probably, just like me, thought that there was nothing to cover it. I didn't know there was such thing as color corrector that could magically erase these bags, but they can. You guys, opposite colors on the color wheel cancel each other out, and that is why these products work to minimize and erase that distraction on your face. So find your key area. We can pick it together. If you're like, I don't really know, I've got a few things going on, Courtney, where should I start? Don't worry, I will help you. I'm going to tell you about my free personalized makeup quiz at the end of this masterclass so that you can run and fill it in, and I can help you with everything that you need. The second thing that I talk about is mastering the basics. Now, most of you are going to want to click me off and run when I say this next word. Please don't. It is going to shed pounds off your face. We've gained a few since we had kids. I'm sure. I have. And it is going to create the illusion of lift. It's not something that we need to be scared of. It is the contour, you guys. So I'm going to just clip this one next into my palette, and I'm going to use a really light and fluffy brush to put this on today because I want minimalist. I want just a little bit of makeup applied to give me some color, to give me some dimension, but I don't want it to look like I am wearing a heavy, cakey layer of makeup. This is still going to look like my natural skin through the makeup because I'm just doing the very lightest dusting. Okay, so I'm sculpting out these cheekbones. I'm defining my jaw. And then using that same brush, I'm just going to lightly buff it in. Okay, and can you just see how I'm enhancing those natural shadows of my face, and it is giving me the most beautiful lift and sculpt. Okay, that's it. That's contour. It's not scary, right? It is not scary. I did a rainbow on my forehead. I sculpted out my cheekbones a little bit, and I defined my jaw. That is it, and it is what is going to change the game for your makeup routine that is a very good chance you're not using yet. As we continue on about mastering the basics, we want to learn how to brighten, okay? Again, if one of your key areas that you're focusing on is your dark under eyes, that is so common for most of us, adding a brightener into your palette is the key. So using that other smaller end of my brush, now right over top of that color corrector, I'm just going to lightly dust on, see that? I'm just going to lightly dust on my brightener to brighten it up even more. And what this does is also creates the illusion of lift. So it's going to help lift out that bag and give me the most beautiful, bright underlies. Like, we've come a really long way, right? From where we started. Then the other place you're going to apply it is just right down the center of your face. And again, using this really light and fluffy brush, it just blends it all in as it goes and gives you this really light coverage. Okay, that's it. That's brightener. We've mastered the basics of contour and highlighting. The next part I want to unpack from the blueprint is using multi-use products. Okay, this can save us time, this can save us money, this can save us space in our palette because products can do multiple things for us. So the first one we're going to introduce you to is the bronzer. Okay, we're going to go back. I'm using this same brush, you guys, the light fluffy end. I'm tapping in and I'm just going to stamp it in a C shape around my eye and then do some circular motions to blend it in. And this is just going to warm up my skin tone, make me look like I have that sun-kissed glow that we all want, that we all need. Nobody is too old for bronzer. You guys, this one is cream. It's not orangey. It's very soft and it's very subtle, but it warms up that skin tone. Now just apply a little bit down your neck to make sure it matches your face. And then whatever is left on your brush, do a little dusting all over your face. Okay, now when we get into eyeshadow, I'm gonna show you how this works as a multi-use product. The next multi-use product that we're going to put into our palette is a lip and cheek. So when you get your tins of this makeup, they come with these little lids on. You just slide it off and pop that color right into your palette. So when one of these runs out, you just pop that one out and replace only the one, okay? Now, again, I'm using the same brush. I'm going to tap in. This is going to be my cheek color and my lips. So again, sticking with that multi-use product, I'm just going to tap it on my cheekbones to add some color. Okay, keep it going in that upward diagonal. Okay, that's how we're going to keep that illusion of lift. lift up our face and wake it up. So tapping that on. Okay, and then using my finger, I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that product and apply it to my lips. In the blueprint, I taught that when you're just getting started with eyeshadow, you want to pick something very neutral, something subtle that just gives a little bit of color to our eye, nothing bold, nothing scary to use, just really, really subtle. And so I told you we were going to use this bronzer as a multi-use product. So I'm using the fluffy end of my eyeshadow brush, and I am just applying it into my crease to deepen it up, give me a little bit of depth and a little bit of color. Okay, mostly in the crease and the outer quarter of my eye. And can you see the difference between the two by just adding that subtle bit of bronzer to my eye? So we're just dusting it on in that crease in windshield washer motions, some circular motions in this outer quarter to darken it up. Okay, and you could stop there. That could be your full eye look. Add your mascara and go. If you like just a little pop of shimmer, I'm gonna add one eyeshadow into my palette and I'm gonna apply it with my finger. So I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of that on my finger and I'm just going to tap it onto the lid of my eye. Okay, and doing the same to the other side. This is like a really subtle, pretty kind of rose gold shade. And then we're just gonna go ahead and blend it slightly in. Okay, let's add our mascara. And can you see how this very minimalist look is coming together, right? I don't have a full face of foundation on, ladies. I have just strategically used minimal amount of products to add color, to filter away distractions, and just wake up this tired mama face. If you're thinking, wow, that looks really great, but I like a little bit more full coverage, or I like foundation on my whole face, that's fine. That's why these custom compacts, we just get to fit whatever is a need for you. So I'm gonna add in my main foundation color, and you could go in and just lightly apply that anywhere that you don't already have color, okay? So mostly in my jaw area and on my forehead to just even out my skin tone in those spots. That's the only places that don't have my natural skin tone traditional foundation on. Okay, but if that's something that you want, that's okay. We can add that into your palette. The fifth tip in the blueprint really comes down to this one compact. Okay, I have my full face right in here in this one compact, plus these two are extras. You don't even need them if you don't want them. It's completely up to you. But I am no longer digging and searching through a messy makeup bag, getting frustrated because I can't find the dang product that I want, wasting like precious minutes just looking for it. This is what has completely sped up my routine because I have erased those wasteful minutes every morning. It also is cream based, and so it just goes on really easily. It blends out, it looks natural. It's the perfect way to get that minimalist makeup look because cream blends right into your skin and it looks and feels like a second skin. So You might be thinking like, wow, Courtney, that all sounds great. That looks like something that I could do. I like the idea of just using a minimal amount of products to brighten up my skin tone, to give me some color back, but I have no idea what I would need. You shouldn't know what you need. And let me tell you, I completely understand decision fatigue as a busy mom. And sometimes we don't wear makeup, or we go into a big box store thinking we're going to buy something, and we're just so overwhelmed that we leave without anything because we can't make a decision. I'm here to make all of those decisions for you, and I'm here to personalize it perfectly for you. And that is where my personalized makeup quiz comes into play. It's going to give me all of the information about you, about your skin type, about your skin imperfections, what your needs are. Because if you want full coverage, but you like the idea of this one compact simplicity, we can do that. It's just a different brush. Okay, it's really not that hard. But once I get your quiz results, then I can send you a free product suggestion guide back to you as to what I would suggest for your one compact makeup system. So again, if you would like my free quiz, it will take you about 2 minutes to fill it in. Just again, text me. Text me your name, text me quiz, and I will just send you the link right back in a text message so that you can quickly fill it in and send it my way. Okay, my friends, thank you for spending the time with me in this Moms Minimalist Makeup Masterclass. I hope you took away a whole bunch of golden nuggets that is going to inspire you and help you just start on the path to committing to a little bit of self-care for yourself, not feeling guilty about it, and just experiencing how it's not just how it feels on the outside, but it's like what it ignites on the inside of you as well. So if you're needing an energy boost, I encourage you to send me your makeup quiz. Let's get you started with your one palette. I will guide you through it all. Make sure you're applying it perfectly, loving your product, and just get to celebrate with you the new feeling, the new kind of found energy and you that you will get from it. I want that for absolutely everyone. So if you have any questions, again, you can text me. You can find me on my social media handles. There's so many ways to get in touch. And I am more than happy to help.